Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of the Black Quant VTF here at T3 Live, and just back from the Active Trader Summit in New York, and thought we'd do a little recap of what I said and what's going on. Sometimes you speak pretty quickly when you're going live, so let's slow it down a little bit. Remember what I said, and what I said was, all the slides that I was showing from the last month or even the last week, where I said, I don't care what it is. You give me any day, and I can show you how much movement there is once you know what you're doing. And I don't care what day it is. And if you look at today, there's possibly some of the worst trading conditions you could have. SPY, inside day. Look at this here. Just going to make sure we know this. All right, this is as bad as it gets. One, inside day, QQQ. Like that. You've got FAS inside, you've got XLE inside, you've got XHB inside, you've got XLV inside day, IBB, possibly the inside days, possibly the worst conditions you could possibly have, right? And so what I said was, I don't care what it is, I'm gonna show you that there's so much movement once you know what we know during any given day. So it was in New York all weekend, so we had no research, no weekend video coming in stone cold this morning. But still, like I said, any given day, I can show you where all the action goes. So first, did I say that there's three universal scenarios and that price action can't not do this? Inside bar scenario 1, take out one side scenario 2, outside scenario 3, I did. Did I also say there's only three ways that price can reverse? 2, 1, 2. 2, 2, and 2 goes 3. That's the only three ways price can reverse. Did I say that? I did. Did I say that we look for that? I did. Did I also say we look for those reversals with full time frame continuity, which means we're trading either higher than the opening of the 60, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, or lower than? I did. We want reversals back in, because did I say that to have this condition, when these openings are separate, the time frame continuity, that every major participant by time and price is taking the offer? That's the only way this could happen? I did. Then did I say that I tweet out mind the gap, and this is the gap list that we're going to be watching during the day? I did. Is this also a 222 3-minute reversal on Netflix here for what, $5 in 6 and 9 minutes? It is, but we'll just go on. Mind the gap. I tweet it out every morning. Here's at Robin the Black. This is our initial hit list. Then on the VTF, I go through the gaps as we do the morning haka, as we get all excited to get trading, and I do the analysis on which gaps we're going to be looking at in the morning. We did that this morning. On that list, UGAS, is this going 2-2 daily reversal? It is. Can we look at the 60? And we want full time frame, a reversal back into full time frame continuity here on the 60-minute, goes up, comes down, 2-2 reversal right here. And 2-2 reversal goes over 88.32. No lower low, goes out at 90.14. Just on the gap list, there's a $1.82. And this takes 2 hours to set up. Not hard to watch. HRS here. All right. Here's the 1, and then failed 2 goes 3. Is the 3 a reversal? It is. And so we can look, if we look for this, and you get this on the 15. On the 15, triangle day out. Did I say take out all these lows, stop them out? Yep. And we come ripping back through ranges. Did I talk about that? I did. Here, above 167.43 on the 15. Here on the opening of this 60. 167.57 when that kicked in, full time frame continuity to the upside, taking that 15.22 reversal and causing this to go 3, which means you can take that 15 here. You can also take the 60 here, and you can also take the 63.2. Did I talk about the 3-2 setup? Outside range expansion? I did, and this thing goes out into the highs. So if you use those 3 entries, the 15, the 60 goes 3, and the 3-2, right? You add that up together, $6.10 off of this one if you go out at the close. Here, $4.60 going out at the close, and $2.59 from up in here. So some nice stuff right there. We go to triple L. Did I talk about this? Was in the gap. I also talked about this daily triangle. And we talk about coming back through previous ranges. Here, boom, big moves. Pivot machine gun, did I talk about that? Coming back through previous ranges. HRS, the same. There you go. Did I talk about broadening formations? I think I did, and there you go. A triple L does this. Same maneuver. 2-2-15er right here after triangulating out down into here. Right there, 213.73. Even had some more 15ers. I'm trying to break this down as easy as I can for you. If we go to the 60, there, that caused the 60 to go potential 3, which it did. It went 3 here over 216.79 and 3-2 here over 217.89. And then if you go to the last 15 minutes, right, when we're protecting our positions, there's your 2-2 reversal, dump the whole thing on them. That gives you about $16.50 if you add the ads, all of those as individual trades. Plenty of movement there. If we move on, I also said I do a halftime show on the Facebook T3 Live Facebook every day, Monday through Thursday. So during the day, I tell you what we're looking for in the afternoon. By the way, what I just showed you is with all those ads, about 31.5 points of movement on just the gap list. So if we go on to the halftime show, what did I talk about on the halftime today? I talked about the NVIDIA 2-2 data down, 2-2 back down. Breaking below 239.65. If you were on that on the opening, you got the 2-2 reversal 60 to start the day. But it's the halftime show, so we only got a half a day left. So do we look for a reversal back into full time frame continuity? We do, right here in the 15-minute. Two up, 2 down, right there. Boom, that takes out 238.07, goes out at 235.38. Nice little gain there. About $2.50 or so. We'll take that. Also talked about CGC. If you look at CGC on the radar, why? Inside weak and up. The 2 down, the 2-1-2 reversal. I talk about that. I did, and there it is on the weekly. All you had to do was wait for the 60. And boom, here's your inside 60, the 3-1-2 Chicago. Did I talk about that? I did. That was over 55.07. Goes out at 56.89 for $1.82. We'll take that. Talked about Adobe. Adobe doing this. The 2 up, 2 down day, breaking here below 242.78. And you see that's over $4 there if you get the re-break because it came back up on that. It's a little tricky though, and I'll be fair about that. It was chopping around like that, popped back up into the range. But here you go. Here's your 15.222 reversal right there, and that's below 240.73. Goes out at 238. And grant you could do it right in here and add to it, right? And so there's a lot that you can do with that. But this one here is like $2.72. We'll take that. Talked about Ulta. And Ulta was taking Friday's highs out. That's something we definitely want to look for after a big sell-off, right? So we're keeping a look on that. And if you go to the 30-minute, you're going to see this right here. 2 up, 2 down, 2-2 reversal with hammer above 280.05. And you can take that. What else did I say? What else did I say in New York? You want to know if something's still a 1 and still inside. Still an inside month, right? So when Ulta goes still inside month, does that mean we can reverse? We can. So we can take that 30, go up, and then when it goes inside 60, the 2-1-2 reversal, take it right back down. So you take it 280.05 on the way up. This breaks back down at 283.64, reverse, and walk it into the lows. Very nice. So you can take like $3 on the upside, another $2 on the downside. We call that country and western. I also talked about Nucor, and Nucor, you can see this Nucor full throttle downside, full time frame counting to the downside. And once again, you can get yourself a 15 right here. Here's the scenario rough strat. 1, 2, 2 right there. Breaking here below 59.94, and you can see just gradually walking down. There's also an inside 15 here. I also talked about STLD here going out on the lows. You can see the inside 15er right here. TLRY. I'm sorry, TLRY was actually on the gapper list. And TLRY, you can see this, the inside 60 twice. So even if you go in here and you take this here, right, it comes back in and stops you out. There's a multiple 1 pattern. Did I talk about that in New York? I did. You can take that as soon as this takes that out. 159.75. and goes out without any lower lows, 165.64. So nice move there. It's about $5 there or so. Let's see, what else did we talk about? Okay, so we got through the halftime show. We tacked on $6 to the total from the Gapper list, and then we get about another $11-12 if you off the halftime show. And this is, like I said, this is just part of it because this is the most basic. When you get really good at this stuff, you can do it on much shorter time frames and add a lot more and all that kind of stuff. But I certainly wanted you to see this. As I said, New York, any given day, you show me the gap list, you give me halftime, and I'll show you what's moving. Then did I say I do the Wheels in Motion show 1 hour after the close on Tuesdays? I did. And so what did we go back and say last Tuesday on the Wheels in Motion show? Hold my beer and watch this. I said S&P Spider 3-2 setup to the downside, breaking below 286.22. QQQ here 3-2 weaker to the downside, below 178.73. I even said to look for this. Here, the 2 down, 2 up, reversal back 2-2 down below 178.75 on Wednesday for the SmackDown with the diamonds. Boom. 2 up. That wasn't inside. Yeah, it was 2 up, 2 down. SmackDown 3 for the week. Did we already know about this? Yes, because we were going outside weeks last week. We already knew about that setup. Boom, boom, boom. Wednesday kicks in nicely. Did I talk about Amazon in the Wheels in Motion show? I did. I said this Amazon 3-2 week, you're going to watch the break on the inside day here, which means you get the break there 1852.32 because it didn't gap below it, which was very nice because then you got your rebreak, the break of the weekly here at 1862.83 combination. Did I talk about that? You bet I did. Did I give the list of the 3-2s that you could watch going forward? I did. ICPT, boom, 3-2 week down. AMAT, Hewlett, Qualcomm, Visa, Eaton Corp, CTSH, IBM, CRM, EA, Honeywell, HDS, Juniper. You need some more winners? I got them. 3-2 down Splunk, 3-2 down WIX, MSI, IDXX, ALRM, CTSH, and chock full of plenty Lulu. All 3-2 days down. Agilent, ALSN, just pouring it on for you. So as you can see, that's a very valuable thing to do, is watch that Wheels in Motion show on Tuesday. Join me for the halftime show. Watch my mind the gaps, and then come and learn how to do this stuff. Did I also talk about EW inside year and up? I did. And did I also say it's important to know when you have a new month and a new quarter and all that kind of stuff for time frame continuity? I did. And what happened after all that upside in EW? The 2-2 reversal on the first day of the month. You're already in before the gapper right here. 2-2 reversal right here on the 1st of October, which is the first quarter, the first day of the month, below 172.16. Bam, give me 140.79. Does that create the 2-2 reversal weekly? It does. Up in here, it did. Did I talk about Granger, GWW? I did. I gave Granger the first of the year and the greatest story ever sold. 3-2 year up above 262.72. But then what happens? We got the fourth quarter starting, and what happens? 3-2 week down here, below 347.05. Bam, down to 318. It was also the inside month and down for the 2-1-2 reversal here, below 345.44 for the let's go the other way. And once again, when something's still inside, did I say you can expect reversals? I did. SPY, today, inside day, right? Doing nothing. And if you go with the 5-minute, did I say things trade in broadening formations that get tighter when they're in an inside day? Yep, I did. And if you take a look at the 5-minute, here it is. higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low, higher high. Now triangle can grow a little bit for the end of the day. And what's this? The outside fiver 3-2 down on the 5 minute, back into the inside day as the inside day contracts below 276.24. There's almost $2 of movement out of the S&P on the 5 minute on an inside day. So finally, if you remember one of the last things I said, I can tell you what your winning trades and losing trades already look like. If you go back to your 5 or 10 last trades, losing trades are either getting chopped up trying to trade a 1 inside bar, you're fighting a 2 against you, or you're fighting time frame continuity against you, or you're getting destroyed by a 3. Winning trades, you have time frame continuity in your favor, and you are trading a favorable 2 or a favorable 3. That's it. You can look at anything that you have, and that's what it's going to look like on your chart. So once again, if you're not completely familiar with what I do, I'm on the headset all day tracking all this kind of stuff for you. I make a video every single night. I make a weekend video doing the broader overview. I make a macro video of the yearly and the quarterlies every month. I do the halftime show Monday through Thursday, and I do it live in the VTF on Fridays. I do the Wheels in Motion show on Tuesday, an hour after the close. I do at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half coaching session on Thursdays. And we have spreadsheets of all these actionable signals that I'm talking about, as well as scans for different types of software. And if you look at when I said all asset classes, don't worry about it, even today, look what we got here. The 212 reversal in Bitcoin. Right here, right there. That breaks the Bitcoin below 7,161, and there you go, 6,715 by the end of the day. It works in everything. So I had a wonderful time in New York, meeting a lot of good people. Hopefully all this stuff is sinking in a little bit. I know sometimes it can go a little quick, but like I said, any given day I can show you where this is, because this is what we do, and we know how it works, and we know where it is, and I go and find it for you. So had a great time in New York. For all the people that I met, it was wonderful to meet you. For all those who couldn't make it, hopefully another time. All right, I'm Rob Smith, the Black Quant here, VTF here, T3 Live.